Welcome everybody. My name is Jeff True. I'm with the IDX Broker sales team. Today we're going to do IDX onboarding, what to expect. This is going to cover the process from going to our main site, hitting the sign up page, and then the next steps of the process until you get your credentials into your account, kind of what you'll see in the steps of the process. Going to be kind of a quicker webinar. It's pretty quick and simple and easy. Just wanted to kind of give you a visual and explain how and why things go this way. To start with any IDX Broker account, this is going to be our main website, idxbroker.com. Up in the top right-hand corner, you'll see a blue Order Now button. Once you click on this, this is going to take you over to our sign-up form. There's two different ways that you can sign up with our system. There's going to be an IDX Broker retail account, and then if you can sign up with a developer partner. There's two different sign-up processes. First of all, we're going to start off with the retail side of things, and I'll explain the developer at the end of the presentation. With our solution, we have on the retail side, we've got IDX Broker Lite and IDX Broker Platinum, which you can compare the products. If you'll take a look in this section right here next to Platinum, it will explain the two differences, kind of take you to the comparisons page. In a nutshell, basically, Platinum offers every feature we have available. Lite will be missing a few of our functionalities. So to start off, you'll come in and you'll choose your account type. Next thing you do is going to take your agent or company information. It's going to be your first name, last name, your company name that you're working with. You could be either like your own independent real estate name, or it can be your large brokerage. If it's like Remax, Century 21, any of those larger companies, you can put those in if you like. The address doesn't have to be business. It could be whatever you basically would receive mail. Typically, this is not something that we send anything to. However, just to have something on file for that. Primary phone number, you're going to want to maybe put something that we can reach out to you if we need to. We don't typically call our clients unless there's paperwork questions or if there's a billing issue. We want to make sure that we are able to contact you and maybe not go through the office where it struggles to get in touch with you. There's also the ability to add a cell phone. So if you wanted to keep an office and a cell phone separate, completely up to you guys. You'll add in your email address, your website URL. The website URL that you're going to display here is going to be, in the end, where is this IDX Broker software going to be displayed? Now, you may have a staging URL that you're going to start with. That is totally fine. You still need to put your URL it's going to end up with on right here. And later on in the form, you'll see where you can maybe add the other information where we can select or let us know where your staging domain address is going to be. Broker on record, this is going to be your managing broker that you deal with on a daily or monthly, whatever it may be, and just their email address. Some MLSs do require broker authorization, so it will depend on if we get that or not. And then the second section that we're going to have is going to be the designer information. So let's say you have somebody that's going to be doing the actual integration of the IDX Broker into your website. You'll just need their first name, last name. Primarily, we need their email address so that they can be CC'd the login credentials at the time that the account has been approved and authorized. Next section we run into is in the account setup. So this is where you will select the multiple listing services that you are a member of. Inside the box, if you start typing, it's going to predictive text basically what is available for any of your MLSs. If you are a member of more than one MLS, you can definitely hit enter for your first one and then start typing it in again, and it'll allow you to select a second one. The account does come with one MLS feed. So if you have an additional MLS on there, it's going to charge you $29.99 per month per additional MLS. It's going to let you know what your standard user license is. So for this one here, or Platinum, is $59.99 per month. This particular MLS has a $10 data management fee. If you were displaying a second MLS, it would also display the $29.99 on there. Additionally, if you are an office account, since our system does recognize agent ID numbers, if you have more than one agent, you want to go in and select agent seats. This will display each agent's listings as featured on the entire website. This will also provide them their own roster page, but then they also have access to their own control panel so that they can manage any leads that are assigned to them once they're captured. Our team accounts are for 2 agents, and then our office accounts, our small tier starts off 3 to 10 with additional tiers after that. So in this one here, it's going to be a drop-down menu, and it's going to allow you to select based off of the number of agents that you have. For instance, it does go in increments of 50 agents and $40 per tier. It does the same thing whether you're on Lite or Platinum on that one. Let me step back just tiny bit here. So just below the agent seats inside the special instructions, this is a great location for you to put what your staging domain is going to be. That way our support team can also know that once we send the account out to you, and we can have some stuff set up so you can put it on a staging domain before you move it over to your live environment. The final steps of this page is going to be just giving you a breakdown of what's going to be billed today, and then what your total estimated monthly. Upon submitting this, you're going to have the one-time setup fee. Standard setup fees are $99.99, and then your first monthly bill is going to be $59.99. Now, it's not going to have that $10 data management fee on the initial bill because we're going to be providing you early access until we get that MLS approval process via an access code. So it's kind of hidden, but it's still going to give you that opportunity. At the bottom of this page, it's going to break it down one more time. So you got the IDX Broker monthly subscription fees of $59.99. The MLS fee of $10. So my total monthly for this particular account is going to be $69.99. At the very bottom, right below all that, you'll have to agree to the terms of service. Sometimes the box is a little bit hard to see depending on some of the browsers and sometimes the color of the screen. Select the or agree to the terms. Select that I'm not a robot, and we're going to continue. This is going to take us over to page 2. Page 2 is going to be all of our credit card information, standard billing information that you'll put in here. Once you submit that, it's then going to give you a thank you page. It's going to give you your confirmation number, and it's going to let you know that we're going to send you your login credentials to be received within 2 business days typically. And then there's just some general information about the MLS approval process, what others are saying, when will I be billed. Some general FAQs is going to be also on this page as well. Once you get your email, so this is going to be an email that's going to be shipped out typically the day that you sign up, possibly into the next day, depending on what time of day that it comes in. This is going to be an email from our in-house MLS team, from mlsinfo@idxbroker.com. They're going to tell you specific instructions on what needs to be done. This particular MLS that I have chosen, which is very common for a majority of these, is going to give you the general information about this, and your next step is to complete the attachment agreement. So this one has an attached PDF. You'll fill out the paperwork. We're going to tell you where to put your information. You'll send it back to us. We're going to review it. We'll put in us as the IDX vendor if we have not already. Once we receive it, we kind of dot our I's, cross our T's. We're then going to send it off to the MLS for approval. This is the form you're going to get. It's going to be just your general agent information, agent email, user ID, BRE, phone numbers, and then the website that it's going to be displayed on, not your staging domain, signature of you, and then sometimes MLSs do require broker name and signature. This particular one does, so you would have them sign it and send that back over to us. On this particular one, we do have, like I said before, on the very bottom of it, where we have our information already put on there, but still, please do send it back to MLS Info. That way we can verify everything is correct. This does help for faster turnaround time, so it doesn't get submitted and something's wrong. So we can kind of double check it before it gets there so it gets faster approval. Once we receive this, our MLS team will go through that form. We'll send it off to your MLS for approval. You will be CC'd in all the emails from us to your MLS, as well as the designer or your developer partner will be CC'd on this email as well. You'll also receive a sign up or a welcome packet. This is going to be from our support team. Our support team is going to also assist you as a retail client, that you're going to have the ability to set up and schedule a demo. He's going to do a 20 to 30 minute screen share walkthrough of how our control panel works, so you can see the back end of it. Inside this email, you're going to get your login credentials, and then we're going to receive your access code. Now, on that first billing, you're going to get your first month and then the base fee of your first or your account subscription. So at $59.99 is going to be that first one. So 99 plus the 59 on that first month. And then while the MLS approval processing is happening, you're going to be able to start adding this into your website, and with an access code, you'll be able to see exactly what it looks like. So if you have clients going to your website, unfortunately, they are going to have to either, one, request the access code, but two, this is mainly for you as the agent and your designer to be able to get in there, start adding it into it. So that way, once the approval comes back from the MLS and that access code is removed, it's got live and it's up and running. So now it's not going to take you that 2 to maybe 4 days to get the MLS stuff in there. While that process is going, you're going to be adding your search pages, saved links, widgets, whatever you may need to add into it. It's already going to be on the site. So it's once that feed is turned live, you're up and running. Some very important information or in the lower section of this email that gets sent out is how to create your search pages, how to set up your lead registration preferences, and integrating with third-party CRMs, also creating your community pages, and then your SEO best practices. These all hyperlink out to specific pages. I'm not going to select them all. Once you get your account, you have this already, or you will be getting it. Check these out. This is all very good information. It's kind of nice to learn about this kind of stuff before you schedule your demo call with our support team on your onboarding. This way you kind of have a head start, so you can have some stuff made up in the back end. But however, if you run into some snags, it's then very good to say, yeah, I tried doing this, ran into this problem. They can also show you and correct you on what to do. Where to find your help. So this is on the very bottom of this page. This is the most important one that you need to check out. This is your signing up for your free 20-minute sessions. Obviously, everything's going to run a little bit longer. They do a great job going through it, very thorough. He typically runs a little bit over, but that's just because he loves what he does and he loves helping people out. Clicking on this is going to get you into our learn.idxbroker.com. Keep that website in your head. It's a very good location to go to. There's several courses and several short videos. So instead of watching a 15 to 30-minute webinar, these videos are actually broken down into 2 to 8-minute segments, and really narrows down on how the functionality works for that specific feature. On this specific page, this is going to be choosing from his calendar and what time slots he has available. You'll choose it, you'll add it, and you'll be able to join on the next one that he has coming up. The access code that I told you about earlier, so this is actually me trying to access a basic search page. You can see that once this pops up, this is actually on my domain or subdomain of the website. If I put in my access code that I saw earlier, I can toss it in here. I'm not a robot. Remember this device. From that device, it's going to recognize your IP address, where you will not have to log in again. Basically, once you start performing those searches, adding those pages, you can automatically see what it's going to look like. Your wrapper will work. Everything's going to be applied. That way, once that approval comes back, we remove this, you're up and running again. That's kind of on the retail side of things. Things are a little bit different when you run into a developer partner. Reason being is they are able to have access into the back end where they can start developing out your website and putting everything into your website while that approval process is going. So they have different access and different controls. So when you have a developer partner that you're signing up to, you're going to have a specific link that is associated directly with them. They are going to be CC'd on everything. So when you sign up, they're going to be notified via email that you signed up using their developer code. Our MLS team is then going to send an email to you and to your developer, letting you know what is needed to be done for your MLS approval. Again, typically a PDF. Send that back to our MLS team, and we'll send that off. We'll just kind of verify it. Again, you're CC'd, your developer partner is also CC'd as well. So pretty quick, pretty easy. Doesn't look like we had too many questions that came in, which is just fine. This is kind of just an overview of how it goes from signing up your account, where to sign up, your MLS approval processing, and then once it gets shipped over to our support team. Once you do have your screen share time done, your onboarding call done with our support team, you then have access as a retail client to contact us via phone, email, or chat support. If you do sign up using a developer partner, you would actually contact and reach them into supporting your website, but also your IDX Broker feed as well. Thank you guys all for joining me. Hope everything was knowledgeable for you guys. Let us know if there's anything else we can help you out with. Just visit idxbroker.com. You can reach us out at info@idxbroker.com. or contact our support team at help@idxbroker.com. One question came in. It says, can you recognize your IP address so you can sign in on your mobile and PC? Yes. Once you put in that access code on the desktop and you say, remember this device, you're going to be just fine on that specific device. If you go and do the same thing on your mobile device, your mobile device has its own IP address and it's going to recognize that IP address as well. So once you do it the first time, save it. You won't have to do it again. Excellent. Thank you guys very much for joining our brief little onboarding webinar. You guys have a great afternoon. One question just came in. I'm not sure if you can still hear me or not. If you can, the same process for realtors, not just brokers. Yes, that is correct. Whether you are a realtor or a broker, exact same processes. Other than the broker who signs up, it would be displayed as broker as, the agent or the person that's their account. But then inside the broker section, you put that information in there as well. So as a designer or a developer, an independent developer, independent designer, if you have all of their information, it's just the standard information, first name, last name, email address, phone number, the MLS that they're a member of, company name, If you have all of that general information, yes, as a designer, you can fill out that information for them. Again, you got to keep in mind that you are the one ultimately agreeing to the terms of service for that client. Excellent. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have a great afternoon.